Cakes? Cakes?
What's good, Gogs?
Oh my God, Cakes. Well, I'm just so honored to be here. Listen, well,
It's finally,
what? Excuse me?
it's, it's good to finally meet you.
Oh, finally, Cakes. When I heard that our album was coming out on the same day, the 21st of October, I was like, listen, you've got to keep your enemies close. So I asked NOISEY ITALIA, since I am Italian, I asked them if I could interview you about your album. And well, I'm just so happy to be here with you. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I was really nervous that we were dropping the same day, but I think we both held our own.
Well, that's very generous of you, Cakes, to say that to me. Well, my album is about a death of Joanne, and I guess your album is about a death of your haters.
Yeah.
Can you when I listen to your album, I feel like I would be just scared to walk up to you in a club, and I usually don't feel that way unless I see my own reflection in a club. Yeah, tell us. I know this is about a breakup, new phone, who dis. I need some advice on that because I just had a big breakup. Tell us about that track.
I think the main thing about that track is you said like my project is about the death of like haters. It's actually the death of like me giving myself to other people. Like I think it's me completely owning, who I am and like coming into my own. But any breakup advice, I think the best thing is to just love yourself first. Very RuPaul to the situation.
If you can't love yourself, how can you love somebody else, right?
Right. And if you can't love yourself, have a bigger cocktail, right?
Definitely. At the moment, I'm supposed to represent Bud Light, but in Europe, I'm in Europe, so it's not my fault.
Right.
But
let me say, I'm living for the whole underboob trend that you're starting. Like, I'm really into that.
I want you to show your under butt cheeks, Cakes.
Right.
Speaking of, Cakes, I need your help. One of my favorite lines from your album is, stomach getting flatter, ass getting fatter.
Right.
And I only wear booty shorts now, and I need all the help I can get. What's your secret?
I think the main thing for you, I kind of have like an ethnic advantage on you for the curvature. I think, no, but actually Italians do eat a lot of pasta.
I'm Italian.
I think maybe you should eat a little bit more pasta. Mm-hmm. Try chicken, cornbread. You should go down south. I think this project is like your country moment.
I am southern now. I put Tabasco in my beer. Is that right?
I don't think that's how that works.
Well,
or you could just get pumped. You could just go get a doctor and get pumped up.
Well, listen, Cakes, because you're a Jersey boy, am I right? And I'm a New York girl.
Right.
There's nothing.
Oh my God.
There's nothing quite like New York. And I love scary things. I'm an American Horror Story. What's the scariest thing that ever happened to you in New York City?
The scariest thing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, paying rent, most likely. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's so much scary things that happen. I think one time someone jumped in front of my train. That was kind of...
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Was it my dead Aunt Joanne?
Oh my God, no. But R.I.P. to Joanne.
I can't talk about her enough. Listen, another scary thing I think is being compared to people too much. Everyone compares you to Mickey Blanco, which, of course that's very nice. He's a great guy. And you know what? Madonna's a nice lady. Everyone compares me to her. But she's so different. Yeah. I mean, she had a fake British accent, and I now have a fake country accent. It's very different. What's it like when you keep getting compared to him? It is, of course you like him, but...
I don't think I get compared to Mickey. I think I just get grouped in. I think we all get grouped in together kind of like a lot. But I think that, my music speaks for itself the same way Mickey's music speaks for himself, and the way Leaf's music speaks for Leaf's self. I think it's just about the music. I mean, I would much rather be in a conversation than be out of a conversation. I mean, I think we both could relate to that.
Definitely. But your music is wildly different from theirs.
Right.
I think
the only thing is we may or may not suck dick. I think that's the only thing.
Yeah, I know. God, I love being in that group, though. But speaking of queer activism, you know I'm very outspoken about same-sex marriage. I've had lots of, like, speeches. I mean, I basically passed the law through my own vulva.
Right.
And as a gay rapper, you know, do you sometimes feel like people put too much pressure on you to make some kind of a big statement, or does it come naturally to do that for you?
I think my presence alone is kind of like a big statement, and that's just me just being myself. I think if you're going to be a proud, active, gay, black male living in society, that's kind of a political statement. But for me, I'm not purposely trying to do anything political. I'm just being myself. I think that that's the confusion with a lot of people, because I get a lot of straight hate sometimes, and they're just like, you're just trying to push this effeminate gay agenda on our youth. And I'm like, I don't even care about your youth. Like, I'm just trying to get a free cocktail at a club and, you know, travel.
Aren't we all? That's amazing.
Right.
I mean, I think you're doing a great job.
I mean, I think so too.
So can you give us some more insight? Like, I wrote my album on the back of a pickup truck. Where did you write yours? What was the process like? I
wrote my album when I was actually on tour in Europe, which is why I think we kind of sonically sound different. Like, you were kind of like, I don't know, on a dirt road somewhere in
Malibu,
truck.
But I pretended that I was in Texas.
I was in Berlin writing the record. I was in London writing the record, driving through Monaco. So I was doing a little bit more of the faux lavish Euro moment.
Which boys are better? Actually, more specific question. Did European boys inspire more lyrics, or are your American boys back home?
American boys. Oh my God, don't and you love American boys, right? Right. They're the best heartbreakers for record.
I mean, revenge. They say revenge is best served cold, but I say revenge is like the only reason to become a pop star.
Right. Revenge is only good if you can put it in a lyric and get a check about it.
Do you think the boy that you wrote New Phone Who Dis knows that it's about him?
Yeah, he actually called me and he said I was very disrespectful.
Well, he must have been extremely disrespectful to inspire that song.
I mean, gay Sarah Sarah.
So, in a town as small as New York, what's the best way to avoid an ex?
In a town as small as New York, the best way to avoid an ex is to realize that you will fall into your ex's paths one way or another. Especially if you're gay. Gay world is too small, as you know. So there's no way to avoid them. I think the best thing is to just face it head on.
True. Speaking of head,
or you could go into hiding.
I love a good hideout. It's very good for the complexion.
Right.
So, Cakes, showbiz. What do you think of it? You always said that you just started being a rapper for fun, but now you're huge. What's going on? What are you feeling?
I think I'm following in your footsteps, Gaga. I think you came into the game very, unique in yourself, and I figure that I'm on that same type of, situation. I think, I'm just being myself, I'm just, just a boy from Jersey, so yeah.
That's the best way to be.
Right.
Well, and actually, one thing I really relate to you about is how close you are to your family. I'm a daddy's girl, and you are a mama's boy, and your mom is so gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
How have they supported you in this journey?
I think the best way that my parents have supported me was not stifling me or hindering the things I do and just letting me be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I think that that's one of the biggest things a parent could allow a child to do, was just the freedom to just express themselves. I know you had like your limitations with your dad about like tattoos and things, and you had like a little like rift, but you always you always have to come back to the family. That's the core,
That's true.
I have a question. What color do you think I should dye my hair? Like, I'm thinking about going pink.
Well, Cake,
I know you like blonde.
I'm always a blonde girl, but you are a cake, so pink frosting is the best.
It only makes sense.
Where are you gonna get it done? I have a few names I'm gonna give you. My friends in New York. All right. Okay. You can't go wrong with a bleach job.
Right.
You know, that's important.
You could end up bald.
Speaking of bald people, the election is, you know, it's a hotter topic than my underboobs.
Right.
I support Hillary Clinton. Can I assume that you also do?
No.
You're a Bernie guy.
I don't know what's going on. Is this really an SNL skit that we're watching? I'm that guy.
It is. Well, the SNL skits are glorious.
I was
on SNL. Did you watch me? What is that?
SNL? I'm a Patron girl. That's what
is that the bottle you stole at the Peaches show?
No, that bottle is long fucking gone, child. You know I can't keep anything. But I mean, I don't know. Who are you voting for? You're a Hillary girl. You're with her.
I'm a Hillary girl. I can't wait till she ends sexism. But I think like the moment that she becomes president, she is ending sexism. It's over. That's how it works, Cakes. And like,
what is she gonna do about racism?
Oh well, didn't Obama end that? I thought that's what happened.
I didn't get the memo.
I mean, now everyone knows that Black Lives Matter, right? I don't know. I spend a lot of time in my cars in Malibu. I don't really pay attention to anything but, like, you know, the charities that I'm involved with. So, but
you should pick me up one day.
Oh, you need to take a ride in my Mustang.
Right.
So, what are you putting those stars on for? What are you up to later today?
I think I may go out to the club. Nico Panda just gave me a new tracksuit, and I think I'm gonna
Nico, he was my dad, you know, like he started everything.
I love for machetes.
Oh my God. Well, if you get your start with him, you will be bigger than me. And then, you know, then I will have to ruin you. But that's for another interview, Cakes. So listen, before we go, tell us, aside from the fact that everyone needs to buy your album after buying mine, what little sneak peeks do you want to give us for what's coming up next? Because, of course, being a pop star or a rap star means that you're only as good as your next thing.
Right. Well, right now I'm working on the deluxe version of the album. I think I kind of had, it was 10 strong tracks, and now the people want more, so I'm going to definitely work on the deluxe. But I have, photo shoots and videos. I'm dropping my next single for Halloween.
Great. What are you going to be for Halloween?
So don't drop anything on Halloween, bitch.
I'm only going to drop a dump because I've been constipated for weeks. All I drink is Bud Light.
But your body looks really good, though.
Thank you.
I'm loving the tone down, the very back to your roots moment.
Yeah, well, you mean my eating disorder.
You're Americana.
Yeah, I'm happy to have it. I'm happy to have it back. But thanks for noticing. I mean, I'm a country girl now, so I do meth. It's just part of the thing. Cakes, thank you so much for joining us. No, everybody in Italy is going to download your album. And I hear that you might actually be performing in Italy soon.
Yes, and I can't wait. I'm going to get a nice little Italian man and a nice little Italian look.
They are little.
And I'm going to see what the sausage tastes like.
They're very little. All right. It's salty. It's salty. Thank you so much, Cakes. We love you.
Thank you, Gaga.
Mwah.
Be good. Mwah,
Bye.
mwah.
Mwah.